It's like getting on a rocket ship in some ways, like love, like the investment of energy. And that's why it takes people, if you're in a relationship, even 6 months or a few years, like it can take a crazy amount of time to get over someone because of the mark that it leaves on your heart and the scars and the recovery. Respect the miracle of love, like respect how profound it is and how deep it goes. So don't just go jumping into any relationship because you have chemistry, because you have a feeling. You can have a deep connection with someone in chemistry, but it doesn't mean you're meant to be lifelong partners together, or it doesn't mean you're meant to have kids together. It takes a lot of discernment. And it's also like, because you're unwrapping and unlayering yourself. So if you're in your growth process, you're in your unlayering and continuous levels of spiritual awakening and initiations and all this stuff, you have to allow yourself room to grow, allow that self-development to grow. And especially as a man, I think it's so important to focus on your mission and focus on your purpose and not think that a woman will replace your purpose. Inevitably, when you open your heart to love, there's also the risk of being hurt. There's also the risk of having your heart broken. So it's like you really do have to take that plunge, like you're jumping off a cliff, or you're like jumping into the ocean and realizing this like sea of love, like this mystery of love. So there's a vulnerability that comes along with it, because whether you break up or someone dies first, like there's an end to it, there's an end one way or the other. But you can have relationships that are deep, deep love, but there's like always a certain drain with it, or there's always a certain, pull or cord or underlying trauma bonds or unhealthy dynamics that are like manipulative or energy draining or energy harvesting. So I think it's a very unique, it's a refinement process as a man, because you have to learn, there's a lot of women that have amazingly beautiful hearts. And every woman has the capacity to take you into her world and her universe and enhance you with her feminine traits. It can pull you in and it becomes your whole reality. It is a very intense, energetic investment every day. That giving, that receiving, that exchanging of love every day. So you really have to be sure who you choose, as a man or a woman, but take things slow with someone. Don't just jump in. Don't get physical with someone immediately, because then that creates ties and cords and bonds. Really discern who's worth your time and energy, because you're precious and you're a gift. And I truly believe the right match is out there. If you have the necessary amount of patience, discernment, and knowing who you are, and letting your spiritual awakening unfold as it should.